All right, good stuff. It is so good to see all of you. Welcome to my live masterclass. Today, we're going to talk about 5 common mistakes church creatives make when building a website. So, if you're ready, pull out a notepad, pull out a pen. Let's take some notes. Let's take our online presence to another level. Now, if this video is a blessing to you, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's your boy, Pastor Dre. Let's get into it. All right, 5 common mistakes that church creators make when building a website. So I'm going to go ahead and share my entire screen there. If you have any questions throughout the masterclass, you can drop them in the comment section. If you're watching live, I'll try to see if I can get to them. Also, if you are watching on demand, you can go ahead and drop your comments or drop your questions in the comment section after, and I'll try to get to them. So, what are the 5 common mistakes that church creators make when building a website? Let's get into it. Well, number one, no blog equals no search visibility. So, the first thing you want to do is when you're building a church website, you want to add a blog to your website. Okay, that is very important. You want to add a blog. Now, I'm going to show you in this next slide the importance of having a blog. So, not having a blog to attract people through Google is the first mistake. The challenge with that is no blog equals no way to target keywords people are actually searching. Okay. And the impact that it has on your church website is that your church doesn't show up in local or topic based searches. Now, there's a quick fix to that. The quick fix is you can start a blog targeting real needs, such as free rehab center in your city, church near me, how to find an evangelistic church, etc. Now, here's a pro tip. You want to do basic keyword research using free tools like Google Autocomplete or Uber Suggest and write helpful biblical content that connects with searchers. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to show you how you can use Google Autocomplete to get some pretty good keywords to optimize your blog for keywords that people are actually searching. So I'm going to go ahead and open up another tab here. Okay. And then I'm going to type in the word church near. Now, if you see right here, it completes it automatically for you. So you can see here, Church San Francisco, Church Oakland, Church near me Catholic, Church near me open now. So that's what you call Google autocomplete. So let me type in another word for you. How to find a church, how to find a church, right? And then if I say A, it's going to say how to find a church, how to find a church in a new city, how to get a Catholic church enrollment. So how to get into the church at night. So there's different things that Google's showing you. So you can even change that A to B. How to find a church building for sale. How to find a church building. Okay, how to find a black church, how to find a biblical church. So you can go down the alphabet, how to find a church community, how to find a Catholic church, how to find a Christian church. So that's what you call Google autocomplete. You type in a certain part of the keyword and it'll complete it for you and tell you what people are actually searching. Okay, if you don't have a keyword research tool yet. Now, here's the cool thing. I'm going to go ahead and go back over here to my slide. Okay. When you have a blog, you can optimize your blog for certain keywords. Now, I want to show you something powerful. I'm going to open up another tab and I have a keyword research tool. Okay. Now, when you do Google autocomplete and you do that technique, you're not going to know the amount of searches per month, but you can get some ideas. But when you have a keyword research tool, it will show you exactly how many searches that keyword gets a month. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my keyword research tool. This is my keyword research tool. Then I'm going to type in how to find a church near me. Okay. Now this is going to give me the estimated amount of how many times this keyword is searched in Google a month. So you can see here, how to find a church near me is searched over 345 times a month. That's powerful. So there's over 345 people typing in Google a month, how to find a church near me. Okay. But that's just one keyword. There's several, you got people that are typing in different keywords. Now, if we just take out how to find and we type in church near me, let's see what we get for that one. Okay, so we're going to see how many times church near me is typed into Google. All right, so you can see at the top there, it's typed in over 5,950 times a month. Church near me. Now, here's the powerful thing. I'm going to sort it by most to least. If you look at the word churches near me, that's searched over 31,386 times a month. So people are looking for churches. Now, the cool thing about having a keyword research tool is you can find out how many times a month a certain keyword is targeted, a good estimated amount. Okay, so let's go back to the presentation. So not having a blog to attract people through Google. When you have a blog, you can optimize that blog for certain keywords that people are typing into Google. So if somebody types in church near me, you optimize your blog. There's a good chance that you can show up for that keyword. They read your blog. You maybe have some testimonies on there, how your services are going, pictures of your services, and people may want to click your connect with us button or more information button or plan a visit button. And next thing you know, they come to your church, but they found your church through Google because your blog was optimized. So that's mistake number one. I see a lot of church websites that they don't have blogs, and you could actually use your church website, your church blog as an evangelistic tool. All right, let's go to tip number two. Mistake number two is I see no Google Search Console equals no data. Now, mistake number two is not using Google Search Console to monitor website performance. The challenge with that is no data-driven decisions. There's no insight into how people find your church site. So the next thing you want to do is after you start a blog, you want to connect that blog to Google Search Console. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to go back to my other page here. I'm going to open up Google Search Console, okay? I'm going to show you the power of Google Search Console. I overseen our website in Cape Town, South Africa, and I installed Google Search Console. Now look at the data on that website to this day. This is recent. So I'm going to switch it to the last 28 days. And as you can see here, we've had over 25,000 impressions and 484 clicks. Okay. Over 25,000 impressions and 484 clicks. What does that mean? That means our website. Oh, sorry. Let me switch it for you. Sorry about that. So here's our Google Search Console. Okay, let me share with you again. I forgot to share the tab. All right. So as you can see right here, we've had over 25,000 impressions. See it right there. Over 484 clicks. What does that mean? Well, that means when someone goes to Google, let me explain it to you. I'm going to go open up another tab here. So I'm going to open up another tab. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to share a Google tab with you, okay? Now, I'm going to share with you the difference between an impression and a click. So if I go in and type in church near me, right? Google is going to give me results. Now, when I go past this page, when these results show up, this is an impression. See, you can see there's impressions. That means my website showed up for that keyword. If I go to page number 2, these are all impressions. Now, once I click it, that is considered a click. So you got impressions and then you have clicks. Okay, so that just give you a little bit of better understanding when we go to our Google Search Console here and you see impressions and clicks. So we've gotten 25,000 impressions in the last 28 days, 25,000 and 484 clicks. So now here's the powerful thing about Google Search Console. If I scroll down and I click queries, Google Search Console will tell me the keywords that are driving people to our website. Victory Outreach Cape Town, Victory Outreach Church, Victory Outreach Free Recovery Home, Free Rehab Centers in Cape Town, Victory Outreach Rehab, Victory Outreach Promise Scriptures, 31 Benefits of Tithing, Rehab Centers in Cape Town for free. So all these keywords are driving traffic to our website because we have blogs that are optimized for these keywords. Now, if you look over here, you can see the amount of impressions each keyword has targeted or has brought up in Google. Isn't that cool? This right here, Victory Outreach Cape Town, has 112 impressions and 31 clicks. So Victory Outreach Cape Town is causing our blog to show up. Check out this keyword. Free Rehab Centers in Cape Town has over 156 impressions and 14 clicks. So that's right there is an evangelistic term because nobody's typing into Google free rehab if they're not looking for a rehab. pretty much, right? So you can see here, free rehab centers in Cape Town. We've gotten over 156 clicks or 156 impressions and 14 clicks in the last 28 days. So that's the power of Google Search Console. If we don't have Google Search Console installed, we won't know this data. But now here's another thing. If you scroll down here, you can see that our website is ranking for over 917 keywords. So I could tell Google, okay, show me 100 keywords. So there's 100 keywords, and these are all keywords that are driving traffic to our website. And if you look on the right over here, you can see the impressions that each keyword is causing and the amount of clicks. This is powerful. Now, let me show you one more thing. I don't want to get too much deep into Google Search Console, but if you click pages, it'll also tell you the pages that are causing impressions and clicks. So you can see our homepage right here has over 16,000 impressions, 230 clicks. Powerful. We got a blog on our website that has gotten over 6,198 impressions and 10 clicks. So I'm going to search from clicks, the highest to lowest. Now, if you go over here, you can see we got a blog here. We have a blog here, benefits of tithing. We got a blog here. Uh, this is a blog right here. Let me see. I think this might be a blog too. I'm not for sure. But look at all these pages that are causing impressions and clicks. So let's take a look at one real quick, and then we'll head back to the presentation. Let's check this out. You can see this one right here has gotten over 6,000 impressions and 10 clicks. So if I visit that page, I'm going to go ahead and visit it, and let's see what it is. It's a blog. Rehab in Cape Town, amazing results. So this is a blog that is causing impressions and clicks to our website. Okay, so that is the power of having Google Search Console. There's so much data that you can get, and the cool thing about Google Search Console, family, is it is absolutely free to install. Absolutely free. Okay, so that's the second mistake that I see, is not too many churches are utilizing Google Search Console. Now you say, well, Pastor Jay, what's the benefit of all these keywords and all that? Well, let me share with you another benefit. So if I go back to keywords, to queries, right? I could start doing content on these keywords. I could write blogs about these keywords. I could do social media posts. I could do social media videos. See, I could something like say right here, rehabilitation centers. Imagine doing a social media post on the topic of rehabilitation centers, because you know people are searching it already, and maybe even link that to your blog or put that video in your blog. There's just so much more that you can do with this information. All right, so here we go. So pro tip, look at what people are already searching that leads them to your site, and you can write more content like that. So mistake number 2, not using Google Search Console to monitor website performance. The challenge is no data-driven decisions, no insight into how people find your site. The impact is we miss opportunities to improve our search visibility. There's a quick fix. You can set up Google Search Console for free to monitor keyword rankings, clicks, and impressions, and visitor search queries that are bringing people to your website. Pro tip, look at what people are already searching that leads them to your site, and write more content like that. Do social media content, do blogs, powerful stuff. All right, let's go to number 3. Mistake number 3 is no contact form, no connection. Sometimes what happens is you might have a powerful church website, but there's no way to get a hold of the person or the church that has the website. There's no contact form. And if it is a contact form, it's very complicated to fill out. So you want to keep it simple. The challenge with having no contact form is people can't connect, they can't ask questions, or they can't take a next step. So I encourage, if you don't have a contact form on your website, try to put the contact form in the form of a next step. Example, plan a visit, something like that. That would be cool. Now, the impact of not having a contact form is missed ministry opportunities and even lost visitors. Now, there's a quick fix to that. You can add a simple, mobile-friendly contact form and clear call to action, such as need prayer, contact us, plan a visit. The one I like, personally, I like plan a visit, because that's like a next step. And then you could get their name, their email, phone number if you put that in the form. I'm going to show you a website that's utilizing that right now. Let me just go ahead and go to this website, and I'll show you what I mean by plan a visit. So here's a website. It's Victory Outreach San Francisco. If you go here where it says plan your visit, there's a cool little form that the person can fill out. It says plan your visit, name, how many people are coming with you, phone number, email. What is the date of your planned visit? How did you hear about the church? And would you be interested in learning more about our connect groups? See, so right there, you're getting the person's name, you're getting their email, and you're getting their phone number. And the cool thing is they can plan a visit. So you can even follow up with that email and say, hey, you can follow up when they fill out this form with an email saying, hey, we're so excited about you coming to our church on this specific day because they gave you the date and we're looking forward to meeting you. And you could have your newcomers team ready to greet them, that they're giving you their name. So that's good stuff. So you can have your newcomers team even maybe give them a special discount in your cafe or whatever it may be. You can email them a coupon code to buy something in your cafe. And then when they use that coupon code, the people on your team know that they're a first timer that came from the website. And you can say, it's so good to meet you. What's your name? So cool stuff like that. So this could do you so much benefit because they're giving you the date they're coming. They're giving you their name. They're giving you their email. So you could plan for them to show up on that day, which is really powerful. And I'm sure you could probably think of other ways that you can utilize it once you get their name, email, phone number, So yeah, so that is powerful. That's an example of a plan your visit form right there. Okay. So pro tip, you can use contact forms with auto replies to create an immediate connection with site visitors. So there are some forms out there when someone fills out a form, on your website, that they'll get an immediate email reply saying, thanks for filling out the form, and you can customize that form. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, family, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. Even after this live, drop them in the comment section. I would love to assist where I can. All right. Mistake number 4. No Google business profile equals no local presence. Okay. So that's another challenge I see maybe with a lot of church websites is they don't have a Google My Business listing. They're not claiming it, and it's free. Your Google My Business listing is free. The challenge with that is your church won't show up on Google Maps or local searches. So let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to go ahead and open up another tab here. Okay. Let me close some of these tabs I have open, and I'm going to open up another tab for you. I'm going to open up Google. Okay. And let's just say we're searching for a church. Oops. Let me type in Google here. Let's just say we're searching for a church in California, whatever, or church in Oakland. Okay. Church in Oakland, California. Now, if I have a Google, I'm going to share this tab with you. Okay. So I typed in here. I'm going to type in church in Oakland. Okay. And it's going to give me some results. But these first 3 right here are because of they are listed in Google My Business. If they weren't listed in Google My Business, this wouldn't show up. So that's free. So the cool thing about having Google My Business is you can show up in your local maps and your local searches. Okay. Now here's the cool thing. You can click on their website. You can even ask for directions. Now, we do have one of these for our church in Cape Town. So let me show you another good amount of information you can get from that. So I'm going to go ahead and log into our Google My Business for our church in Cape Town because I used to oversee that website. And I'm going to go to where it says My Business here. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to show you how powerful this is. Let me log in real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Google. Okay. And then we're going to go to My Business profile. Okay. Now, and I'm going to go to Victory Outreach Cape Town. I'm going to see my profile. Now, here's the powerful thing. If you go over here, it tells you right here, you had 793 customer interactions. If I click performance, okay, I'm going to click performance. It's going to give me some good data. Okay. So let me share that with you again. Okay. So what I did is I went to Google My Business. I went to my Google Business Profile Manager. Okay. So once you set up your account, you'll get that. And then I'm going to click right here where it says Victory Outreach Cape Town. I'll click see your profile. Okay. So, oops, hold on. Let me share this tab. Sorry about that. So if I go here, right, I'm going to go to Google My Business. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to go to Victory Outreach Church of Cape Town, and I'm going to click see your profile. Okay. So there we go. Here we go. All right. If you go right here where it says performance, it's going to give me some good data. It's for From January to June, we've had over 793 business profile interactions. And remember, it's free to set this up. But let's just do the last 2 months. Let's do from April to June. I'm going to click apply. Just from April to June alone, we've had over 338 business profile interactions. We've had 66 phone calls, 85 people ask for directions, and 187 website clicks. That's just within 2 months. But this is all done through Google My Business. So when people are typing in certain keywords in Google, our business profile is showing up. Now, here's the powerful thing. They will even show you what keywords people are typing in. If I go to overview over here, okay, I'm going to go to overview. Well, let me close this. Sorry, that's not the right one. I'm going to go to performance, okay? Now watch this. When I click performance, okay, let me go back here. I'm going to go to performance. I want to show you how it shows you the keywords. It shows you certain keywords in your profile. So if I scroll down, right, I'm going to scroll down after clicking performance. Look what it says. 6,763 people viewed your business profile. 1,320 searches showed your business profile in search results. Isn't that cool? So we're going to do from, let's just do from April to June. Okay. So we'll scroll down and look at this. If you see here, search terms that showed your business profile in search results. So it even tells you the search terms that people are searching for your profile to show up. Look at that. You can get a lot of good information. Like I said, you can do social media posts, you can do blogs. There's a lot of good stuff you can get from these keywords. So that is powerful right there. So that's the benefit of having a Google My Business. And once again, how much does it cost? Absolutely free. Okay, so your church won't show up in Google Maps or local searches if you don't have a Google My Business listing. The impact is fewer people find your church, especially on mobile. There's a quick fix. You can set up a free Google My Business profile and connect it to your website. Here's a pro tip. Keep your service times, address, and contact info up to date because it builds trust with potential visitors. So you want to make sure that your Google My Business profile is up to date with your service times, your church address, and your contact information. All right, like I said, family, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments section. All right, let's go to number 5. Number 5 is bulletin board mindset, no outreach. What do we mean by that? Using your website like a bulletin board instead of a tool for evangelism. Now, there's many churches that have a lot of good websites. They look great. They look pretty. They have a lot of flyers and a lot of church information on it, which is cool. But did you know you could also use your website as an evangelistic tool? So not only having a billboard mindset or bulletin board mindset about church events, but you can use your website as an outreach. Then here's the challenge: treating the website like a digital flyer for members only. That's the challenge we get when we treat it like a bulletin board. The impact is we miss the chance to reach people who are searching for answers. Now, there's a quick fix. You can use the site to connect with new people, not just inform insiders. You can write blog content that addresses real life issues through a biblical lens. Now, that's the power. Remember all those keywords I was showing you guys, the different keywords? That's the power of having the Google, the keywords and stuff, because now you can start writing content on those keywords, and you can use non-churchy words. Like you can see those keywords we were ranking for: free rehab center in Cape Town, free rehab center. So you can start writing content on that topic, right? And the people that are searching those topics are not church people because they're looking for rehabs. So you can start posting testimonies. You can do social media content. You can do videos. And now your website goes from a bulletin board to an outreach tool. And there's certain steps you need to take to optimize your blog for it to show up. I'm not covering that in this class, but if you want, you can connect with me. Okay, you can put a comment in the comment section. If you want to learn about how to optimize a blog, just shoot me a comment. Or you can also register for my live master class. You can register for my master class at webinar.echurchdigital.com. That's webinar.echurchdigital.com. Yep. And that's where I teach you how to, we get into a lot of details where you can ask questions. It's a live webinar. Here, I'm limited on time. I don't want to get in, not limited on time, but limited on covering the topics and getting into details. But on that live webinar, it's live and interaction like via Zoom, and you can ask questions. So if you want to connect with me that way, just register today at webinar.echurchdigital.com. Okay. And that's where we can get into asking questions and break everything down. But yeah, so there's so much you can do with your website. Now, I want to encourage you, if you don't have a blog, set up a blog. If you don't have Google Search Console, install Google Search Console. If you don't have a Google My Business, install a Google My Business. If you don't have a contact form with the next step, try to put a contact form for the next step. And then also try to shift your mindset from having a bulletin board website to a bulletin board and an outreach tool. Now, if you want to learn how to do any one of those steps, like I said, register for my master class. I think I'm going to call it Clicks to Congregation or something like that. I haven't thought of a name for it yet, but that'll be pretty cool. But if you want to register, you go to webinar.echurchdigital.com. All right, family, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up, but I do want to share with you some more stuff before I go. Now, as you see here, you can see here, it says the impact of not having a outreach mindset with your website is we miss the chance to reach people searching for answers. There's a quick fix. You can use your site to connect with new people, not just inform insiders. You can write blog content that addresses real life issues through a biblical lens. So let me show you an example of that, and then we'll get ready to wrap it up. So I'm going to go over here to our Google Search Console. Okay. I'll share the tab with you now. Okay, so let me go to Google Search Console. I want to show you something that's powerful. Okay. And I'm going to go to our Google Search Console of our Victory Outreach Cape Town website. And I'm going to go scroll down and see what keywords we're ranking for. So let's check out this keyword right here, free rehab centers in Cape Town. So I'm going to click it. When I click that keyword, it'll tell me what pages are causing that keyword to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and visit this page right here. I'm thinking it's a blog. So let me see if it's a blog. Okay. Yes, it's a blog. So let me show you the impact that this blog is making. Okay. Because, you've seen the keyword that's causing this blog to show up. I'm going to show you again. Here's the keyword. It's called free rehab centers in Cape Town. So there that's not a lot of church people searching that, right? So now when they type in free rehab centers in Cape Town, our blog shows up. Now what happens is some people are clicking on the blog. And when they click on the blog, they're reading it. Now here's the powerful thing. We have testimonies on this blog of lives that have been changed. And look at all the responses we're getting, family. All these responses. Look at that. All these responses of people that are interested in our free rehab home. You see that? So that's powerful. So that's the power of switching from a bulletin board mindset to an outreach mindset with your website. Isn't that powerful? So yeah. So let me go back over here, and I just want to share with you, encourage you to add that blog. Okay. Now you want to think of your website as a mission field. And you can use SEO to meet seekers where they are searching, then introduce them to Christ through your content. Let me say that again. You want to think of your website as a mission field and use SEO to meet seekers where they are searching, then introduce them to Christ through your content. Wow, that's good. That's good stuff. Oh man. And I just get excited about how you can use your website to be an outreach, to be an evangelistic tool. All right, family, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. If you have any questions, do me a favor, drop them in the comment section. If you want to connect with me, just drop it in the comment section. I would like to connect, and I could connect with you personally. I could reply to your comment with a personal email or how to get a hold of me. But yeah, so let's go over the 5 steps one more time, or the 5 mistakes one more time, and then we'll get ready to wrap it up. So let's go back here. I'm going to go back to number 1. So number 1, no blog equals no search visibility. You got that one. Okay. Number 2, no Google Search Console equals no data. Number 3, no contact form equals no connection. Number 4, no Google business profile equals no local presence. And number 5, bulletin board mindset equals no outreach. All right. I hope this has been a blessing to you. If this has been a blessing to you, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you have any questions, fam, drop them in the comment section. I would love to assist where I can. It's your boy, Pastor Dre. Thanks for stopping by. God bless.